The air crackled, not with energy, but with tension. Two figures stood apart. New York City held its breath. On one side, Captain America. His shield gleamed. His stance was firm. He was a symbol of hope, a leader. Yet his eyes showed a deep conflict. He did not want this fight. But he felt he had no choice. Duty called him. A heavy burden it was. He adjusted his grip on the iconic shield, its surface reflecting the grim determination etched on his face. The weight of the world seemed to rest upon his broad shoulders, a responsibility he had carried for so long. Opposite him, Spider-Man, young, agile, full of quips usually, but not today. His usual playful demeanor was gone, replaced by a serious resolve. He crouched low, ready to spring. His mask hid his face, but his body language spoke volumes. He too was reluctant. Fighting Captain America, it was a nightmare. A hero fighting a hero. It felt wrong, deeply wrong, yet here they were. The city's familiar sounds, the distant sirens and honking taxis seemed to fade into an eerie silence, amplifying the gravity of the impending confrontation between these two titans of justice. What could bring these allies to blows? A question many would ask. The reasons were complex, rooted in belief, in different views of protection, of freedom, of responsibility. A new law had been proposed, one that divided the hero community. Captain America saw it as a dangerous overreach, a path to control, a betrayal of fundamental liberties. He remembered history, he saw the patterns. He could not stand by and let freedom erode, not even for the promise of perceived safety. He believed individuals needed to make their own choices, even the hard ones. Spider-Man saw it differently. He saw the chaos, the destruction that sometimes followed their battles. He felt the weight of every life he couldn't save. Maybe some oversight wasn't so bad, maybe it could help prevent more tragedies. He was young, he carried immense power, and with it an overwhelming sense of responsibility. If this new law could help him protect more people, truly protect them, then perhaps it was necessary. He thought of Aunt May. He thought of the people he swore to protect. This difference in perspective was the chasm between them, a chasm that words alone could not bridge. Captain America was a man of principle. His ideals were forged in war. In a time when right and wrong seemed clearer, he believed in individual liberty above all. He fought against tyranny. Now he saw a new kind of tyranny, one cloaked in the guise of safety, of order. He could not accept it. His strategic mind analyzed the situation. He saw the long-term consequences, the potential for abuse. He had seen governments fall. He had seen good intentions pave roads to darker places. This was a line he would not cross. His resolve was absolute. He had to stand against this, even if it meant facing a friend, a fellow hero he deeply respected. Spider-Man's perspective was born from the streets, from personal loss. He saw the immediate impact of their actions. He felt the sting of every failure. His mantra, "With great power comes great responsibility," was his guiding star. He thought this new accord, this system of accountability, could be a tool, a way to channel their power more effectively, to minimize collateral damage, to earn back public trust. He was tired of being seen as a menace by some. He wanted to do the right thing, and sometimes the right thing was complicated. Sometimes it meant making uncomfortable choices for the greater good, a concept he was still grappling with. Their mutual respect was immense. Spider-Man looked up to Captain America. He was the ultimate hero, the benchmark. To fight him felt like betraying a part of himself. He knew Cap's heart was pure. He knew Cap always tried to do what was right. This made the conflict even more painful. He wished there was another way. A way they could both agree, but their beliefs were pulling them in opposite directions. He tried to crack a joke, but it died on his lips. The situation was too grave. The weight of their disagreement pressed down on him, heavier than any building he had ever lifted. Captain America saw the good in Spider-Man, the kid's courage, his dedication, his unwavering desire to help others. He admired his spirit, his resilience. He knew Spider-Man's intentions were noble, but he believed the younger hero was being naive, misguided by a desire for acceptance, or perhaps swayed by those who did not share their pure motives. Cap wished he could make him understand. Make him see the bigger picture, the potential dangers hidden beneath the surface of these new regulations. He didn't want to hurt the boy, but he would do what he must to defend his principles. Leadership often meant making the hard, unpopular choices. The first move was a blur. Spider-Man launched himself forward. A red and blue streak, webs shot out, aiming to bind, to restrict. Captain America moved with surprising speed. His shield came up, a silver disc deflecting the sticky strands. He was a super soldier, peak human condition, and more. He was a living legend for a reason. His movements were economical, powerful, each one backed by decades of combat experience. He anticipated, he reacted. His mind was a battlefield computer, calculating trajectories and probabilities in fractions of a second. He would not be easily ensnared. Spider-Man danced around him, unbelievably agile. He flipped, he dodged. He used the environment to his advantage, leaping off walls, swinging from lampposts. His spider sense screamed warnings, a punch here, a shield throw there. He twisted his body in impossible ways. Captain America's blows were heavy. Each one could shatter stone. If one connected cleanly, it would be devastating. Spider-Man knew this. He relied on his speed, his reflexes. His quick wit, though subdued, still sparked as he analyzed Cap's patterns, looking for an opening, however small, in the sentinel of Liberty's formidable defense. "Cap, we don't have to do this," Spider-Man pleaded, his voice strained. He landed a glancing blow on Cap's shoulder, a minor distraction. Captain America absorbed it. He pressed his attack. "Sometimes, son, we fight for what we believe in," Cap replied, his voice firm. His shield became an extension of his arm, a defensive wall, a powerful weapon. He threw it. It ricocheted. Spider-Man ducked just in time. The shield clanged against a nearby car, leaving a deep dent. The sound echoed the clash of their ideals. The fight was a brutal ballet, a contest of contrasting styles. Key moments defined the struggle. Spider-Man managed to web Cap's shield to a wall, a temporary advantage. He moved in, fast, trying to overwhelm him, but Captain America was a master hand-to-hand combatant. Even without his shield, he was dangerous. He blocked, he parried. He landed a solid punch to Spider-Man's ribs. The air rushed out of Peter's lungs. He stumbled back. Cap retrieved his shield. His expression was pained. He didn't enjoy this, not one bit. But he couldn't back down. Not now. The principles at stake were too important. He had to make Spider-Man understand the gravity of the situation. The battle was taking its toll. Both heroes were tiring. Spider-Man was bruised, his suit torn in places. Captain America had a few new scuffs on his uniform, but his resolve remained unbroken. He fought with precision, with controlled power. He wasn't trying to incapacitate Spider-Man. He was trying to make a point, to show him the flaw in his thinking. He saw an opening. He lunged, not with a fist, but with words. "Is this what you want, Peter? This division, this conflict?" His voice was heavy, not with anger, but with sorrow. He knew Spider-Man's identity. He used it now, hoping to reach the young man beneath the mask. Spider-Man faltered, hearing his name, hearing the genuine pain in Cap's voice. It cut through the adrenaline. He looked around, at the damage, at the fear in the eyes of onlookers. This wasn't helping anyone. This wasn't what being a hero was about. He lowered his fists slightly. "No, Cap, it's not," he admitted. His voice was quiet, weary. He had been so sure, so convinced that the new measures were the answer. But seeing Captain America's unwavering stand, feeling the force of his conviction, it planted a seed of doubt. Maybe there were dangers he hadn't considered. Maybe Cap's experience saw things he couldn't yet perceive. Captain America lowered his shield, a gesture of de-escalation. "There has to be a better way," Cap said, "one that doesn't sacrifice our freedoms for a false sense of security. We protect people, yes, but we also protect their right to choose, to be free." He looked at Spider-Man, not as an opponent, but as a comrade, a younger brother in arms. He saw the conflict in the young hero's eyes. He saw the understanding dawning. He knew the fight was over, not because one had defeated the other, but